Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in this world. This is Ajay with a morning update for Bitcoin. Since so many of you, alongside with me, did buy KEEL, I want to do a little more extensive analysis and see it from a pattern, cycle, and wave count perspective. I've shown this before. I think the cycles are pretty rhythmic. The longer term cycles. And this reset almost precisely on the dot, not only once, but second time right here as well. And then I believe it should do it again. And I had said this here, or maybe here, exactly almost the half cycle low, playing out like that. And then the current half is where the price action is getting the uplift from, but still the original cycle is still giving it that uplift based on the second half. I believe the midpoint of the second half is November 30th. So let's say December 1st. I think that is when a peak for this cycle will likely take place. And then we will get a downside correction. And I think it'll be pretty sizable downside correction. So you'll probably want to exit on this time frame. I also want to look at a little different way. Do you see a pattern? I had shown before a triangle looking like this, and it is valid, still very valid. I called it a running triangle, where if you have the A and the B goes way above the beginning of A, it's called a running triangle. So A, B, C, D, E broke out, came back down, used the top line so A, B, C, D, E broke out, used the top line as support, and again, because of the push up from the cycles, prices reaching for new highs. Okay, now, for those of you who have been with me for a while, know that when there are multiple, more than one bullish pattern embedded within the same pattern, so to speak, it's pretty bullish. So we have a running triangle that broke out, which is very bullish. Now there's another pattern. Can you see it? Well, if I draw a line to this right here, okay, and let's call this the yellow event line for now, then I can say, well, this here will be the left shoulder. Now you probably know why I have the volume up, volume indicator. This here is like a double head. And oops, this here is the right shoulder. So now left, head, right would give me an inverted or inverse head and shoulders. Very bullish indication. Now, if I say, okay, where's the target? If I go from the bottom of the head formation and draw the line, I just, oops, come on, wrong one, copy this one, there you go, and put it to where the breakout is taking place, given approximately that's about 140. That's very, very bullish. So let's take the volume. This is the left shoulder volume. From here to here, which is this, is the head volume. And this here is the right shoulder volume. Okay, now, if we now combine this with everything else that we put in, cycles, 2 patterns, first one being the running triangle, like this. See how the running triangle is embedded within the head and shoulders, or vice versa. Really doesn't matter. I think that gives it very, very extra bullish. Any short-term sell signals will be buying opportunities in this case. Until when? Based on cycle, until the midpoint approximately of this current second half of the cycle, which will be, let's say, November 3rd, end of November. Well, there you go. Until that time. Now, does this mean it's going to go to 140 in the cycle? No, not necessarily. That's not what it means. I think it may take another cycle, the second one, to go to 140. Now, there are a lot of other, not a lot, few Elliotticians counting this. And I don't really agree with their count, but my count is really just, this is 1, this is 2. So I'm calling it, this is 3, 4, and 5. I'm calling it 1, 2, and we are on wave 3. And this wave 3 could be pretty high, 3, and this cycle correction will be 4, and then the 5, okay? Which will take this cycle to reach high. Now, if I take this estimate and measure it from there here to where wave 5 could be, it's like a 1.3 something extension. So I mean, anything here is a big guess. But from where we are now, I think we will reach higher highs. Remember, this wave 3 will have subwaves. So soon, 1 of 3 will finish. And we might have an episode where we have 1 come back down below and then break out later. Possible. Remember, you can't have a bull market without healthy corrections. I hope you found this to be helpful, and to the members, if you find this in the public, I'm going to share it publicly, so don't be surprised. Have a good day.